Tyler Badie, 5 feet 8.5, 195 pounds. Pulled a bunch of plays. Ravens took him in the 6th round. Let's start off with pass protection. Watch him pre-snap. Bunch of guys mugging around the line of scrimmage. He's going to identify this B-gap pressure, close the cushion, and pick up the rush. He's going to pick up the D-end off the right tackle side in pass protection. Just his presence is going to freeze the D tackle in this particular instance. Does a good job getting his butt between the quarterback and the rush. Sets his base, shoots his hands, picks up the rush. Once again, a lot of guys around the line of scrimmage. He's going to identify this creeper blitz. Sets his base, stops the rush. That is a tough block to make with a guy running at you with a full head of steam. And you probably don't want him dropping his head there, but it is an effective pickup. He was a big part of the passing game at Missouri, in particular the use of him in the screen game. He does a good job slipping out, kind of setting up to block, and then releasing. See him do a good job watching the football in, snatching it away from his frame. Gets his eyes upfield immediately. And this is some really, really good open field running. Watch him protect the football right there. Guy swiping at it, puts both hands over it. And he gets down at the end. Watch it again. He does a nice job, in part because of his size, his height, kind of hiding behind these blockers. Very patient in setting up this screen. Gets 3 blocks out in front. Breaks through that arm tackle and finishes. It's 3rd down. The 3 receiver side are runoffs and blocks. This is designed for him out of the backfield. He's got to make this guy miss and pick up the 1st down. You see a good stiff arm running through this contact. Keeps his legs driving and picks up the 1st down. They're going to hit Tyler on the swing pass. I don't see him as overly elusive in space. There are times where he's brought down one-on-one in space. He's also not a power back. He's not going to run guys over. Even though he runs hard, he can be brought down with arm tackles. He has good timing in setting up his blocks. Generally does a good job following and being patient. Tackle's going to kick out. He's going to follow the sniffer. Watch how patient he is. Good vision. Breaks an arm tackle there. There's that stiff arm. Good run. That's a nice run. Does a good job on this play reading second level and is patient, waiting for this combination block. He's pressing outside. Does a good job cutting up off of that block. Watch it again. Missouri's going to pull the tackle, kick out the end man. This wide receiver does a nice job coming over and getting this safety or this linebacker. And Tyler's got to hit that hole and make this guy miss. Nice little jab step. Picking up extra yards. There are times where his size plays to his advantage for certain. He's going to disappear. And he runs very, very hard. Continues to run his legs. Watch this defender coming downhill, kind of reading this gap. He's disappeared in all this traffic at this point. Good hard running. Nice job covering up the football. Does a good job with that generally. Steps out of that ankle tackle. Just keeps his legs driving. Watch that again. I'd like to talk about him as a receiver just based on what I've seen. Big in the screen game, big in the swing game, but not a ton in the way of actual routes. He does get split out at times. His routes are largely simplistic, typical running back routes. What made him effective as a receiver was primarily as a result of the screen game. I do like what we see here, him out of the backfield, reading the coverage, bending behind the linebacker, and finding a soft spot. Split zone left, real nice job in the hole. Very quick, snappy, decisive movements. And there's that stiff arm picking up an extra 3.5 yards. Watch it again. If the hole opens up as blocked, he hits it very quickly, and he's explosive through the hole. There are times, though, where I think he's a little indecisive, and perhaps his vision is a bit suspect. I think right now you want to see him, instead of pressing this hole, be able to bounce this to his left. Kind of runs himself into that tackle. Here's another example, I think, of him running himself into a tackle, again on wide zone. Okay, right there's the hole. Or he could cut that back inside. My sense is this is something he should have bounced further outside. Runs right into that block and ends up getting wrapped. Does not do a good job, in my opinion, following this tackle's block, following the tight end, and cutting this outside. Watch it again. Tyler seems like a balanced running back. He does everything pretty well. To me, he doesn't have exceptional make you miss. He doesn't run with exceptional power. Right now, he's not a refined route runner, but he does everything reasonably well. The hope is that he will function as a third or spell back this year in the Ravens system.